So, yes, my people, I am live again with another one. And when we are dealing with Islam, sometimes it's never good news. So, people, you know, we are living in this world, and sometimes we who are living in the West, we don't realize the privilege that we have living in the United States and places like even Jamaica, the privilege that we have just living in countries like those where you are free to criticize religion without thinking that someone is coming to cut off your head or to stone you or to kill you in any form. Even though here because of the Muslim population here in the United States, you still got to be very, very careful because Muslims are, when I say Muslims, I'm just giving a wide arc because Muslim involve Islam is not a religion of peace. Islam is a religion of war and evil. And when we say Muslim, we're talking overall. There are Muslims who don't understand what Islam is, so they will come and tell you Islam is a religion of peace. I'm not saying that there are no peaceful Muslims, but they are not practicing true Islam. Um, we know that there Islam believe in the Sharia law, and in cases where there is no Sharia, the people take it into their hand, where we see Muhammad actually endorse people taking um, evil into their hand and killing people. Uh, you know, um, I'm gonna give you quote a hadith for you guys, and you will see that Muhammad agree with people killing people. Um, so we're gonna quote this uh, hadith. Muhammad agree with people doing violence for him. If you insult him, he agree with people doing violence for him. And we'll see where people have done violence in the name of Muhammad and got away with it. So here we go. We're just gonna show you these. So here we go. So if we look at this hadith right here, what this hadith is saying, let me make sure that it can be seen here. So this hadith is talking about, and this is Sunnah.com. A blind man had a slave mother who used to abuse the prophet and disparage him. He forbade her, but she did not stop. He rebuked her, but she did not give up her habit. One night she began to slander the prophet and abuse him. So he took a dagger, placed it on her belly, pressed it, and killed her. A child who came between her legs was smeared with the blood that was there. So the blind man killed this woman in the presence of a child. So the little child was there when the blind man killed this woman. And when the morning came, the prophet was informed about it. He assembled the people and said, I adjure by Allah, the man who had done this action, and I adjure him by my right hand that he should stand up, jumping over the necks of the people, and trembling the man stood up. So this man killed this woman, and for saying bad things or whatever against Muhammad, or possibly he could be lying. He could have just killed her out of his own anger and make up a story. So listen this. He sat before the prophet and said, Messenger of Allah, I am her master. She used to abuse you and disparage you. I forbade her, but she did not stop. And I rebuke her, but she did not abandon her habit. I have two sons, like pearls from her, and she was my companion. Last night she began abuse and disparage you, so I took a dagger, put it on her belly, and pressed it till I kill her. So the man confessed that he killed the mother of his two sons. Thereupon the prophet says, "Oh, be witness, no retaliation is payable for her blood." So no retaliation is payable for her blood. Why? Because the man killed the woman for Muhammad. And the thing is, this could have been a lie. This is the monkey court that Muhammad used to run. And according to Surah 33, verse 21, Muhammad is the perfect example to follow. So if you read Surah 33, verse 21, Muhammad is the perfect example to follow. So is that the only place we see this? No. Here is another one. A Jewish, or a Jewish, meaning Jewess, meaning a female Jew, used to abuse the prophet and disparage him. A man strangled her till she died. Can you imagine? You hold a woman and strangle a woman until she died. The messenger of Allah declared that no recompense was payable for her blood. Do you see that? Do you see that? Here, there's more narration. This one here is another one. But these two just prove that people could kill people for Muhammad. Why are we talking about this? Because of an incident that happened in Nigeria, where a young woman went to school in the Muslim area. So let me kind of give you a background of what happened to this lady. So, and I will show you her picture in a bit. According to the newspaper, it says Nigeria Christian woman beaten to death by fellow Muslim student in college over blasphemy. Killer shout Allahu Akbar while burning her. So these Muslims were shouting, and if you watch the video, it's so graphic. Even after she died, they were still beating her and her body and shouting Allahu Akbar. Who would want to be a part of a religion like this? Who would want to be a part of a religion like this? And as I show you, from the Quran, it says Muhammad is the perfect example for people to follow. And from the life of Muhammad, the hadith, we see where Muhammad was allowing people to kill people because they abuse him and get away with it. And then they would get away with it. So the victim, Deborah Samuel, was a student of the Shehu Shagari College of Education in Sokoto State. Deborah's comment in a college WhatsApp group were deemed blasphemous by her fellow Muslim student, who then beat her to death and burned her body. So this lady is identified as a Christian woman. as a Christian woman. In a shocking incident in Nigeria, a Christian student named Deborah Samuel was beaten to death by Islamic mob over an allegation of blasphemy in college in the northwestern, region of Sokoto. As per report, the violent mob, comprised of Deborah's fellow student in a WhatsApp group, was upset over some of her comments and have declared her a blasphemer. We see this thing happen so often in Pakistan. So often we see this kind of thing happen in Pakistan and Nigeria. Even in that very area of Nigeria, this thing happened before, where you accuse someone of blasphemy, and then the mob um, stone the person or burn the person or behead the person. You see how delicate it is to live in a Muslim society. And then you have people telling us we should not fear Islam and our fear is irrational. No. In a society where Islam have power, which we know in Sokoto State, they have power there because it's a majority Muslim community. Islam is dangerous and Muslims are dangerous. And when I say Muslims, I'm not saying there is no Muslim all Muslim would have done something like that. No, we are not saying that. But among the Muslim, and when I was saying among in the Muslim community are the Muslim who do not understand Islam, and they are peaceful people. And then there are the Muslims who truly understand Islam, and they are the ones that America call radical. They are not radical. They are real. They are the real Islam. If you look up the word radical, what do you think the word will say? Radical? Let's go. Let's do that. You look up the word radical. Relating to or affecting the fundamental nature of something, far reaching or thorough. Well, maybe it could be you radical, you could be thorough in a sense. Advocating are based on thorough or complete political or social change. No, it's not about radical. The word radical would never be used for a Muslim, because who the peaceful Muslim are the ones who are radical. Really, they are the one who are changing what Islam really is about. Because look at the hadith that I read to you and tell me what Muhammad was about. Muhammad was about revenge and people getting away with murder. And people could make up any story and come to Muhammad and say, kill someone, and say, this is the reason I killed that person, and got away with it. And got away with it because this is the reason I killed the person. A person who advocates thorough or complete political or social reform. The Muslim who are peaceful are the one who are trying to reform Islam, to make it, present it as something that is tolerable to the vast majority of us. But as we go through, we will see that this is a picture of the lady that was killed. So here's a picture of this lady that was killed. So here's a picture, this lady, and she was the one that was murdered by the Islamic mob. What was she killed for? She make a comment and they consider her comment blasphemy. And if we look at what can be considered blasphemy by Islam, let us look at what can be considered as blasphemy by Islam. Islamic standard and what can be considered as blasphemy. So let's look at something. Let's show you what can be considered as blasphemy in an Islamic standard. So let's make sure we are showing this here. Okay. So if you look at here, reviling Allah or his messenger. This is from the Reliance of the Traveler. This is like Sharia law and the Reliance of the Traveler. So reviling Allah or his messenger. So let's continue to read. Denying any verse of the Quran or the Quran or anything which has scholarly consensus belong into it, or to add a verse that does not belong to it. So holding that any of Allah's messenger or prophets are liars, or to deny their being sent. So you could deny that Muhammad is a prophet and you get killed. Because blasphemy, that's blasphemy according to them. Denying that Muhammad is a prophet is blasphemy. So the lady possibly denied that Muhammad was a prophet. According, I'm going to show you, read something for you. Reviling, the religion of Islam, which we do on a regular basis. I too do that because Islam is nothing but stupidity. Being sarcastic about any ruling of the Sharia law. Denying that Allah intended the prophet's message. So denying that God intended the prophet's message to be the religion followed by the entire world. So if somebody said, that's not for me, Muhammad was a liar, he was not sent for me, that's blasphemy. So the lady could have possibly said anything like that. But look, let me read something. Islam sucks. Double sucks. Double suck. So let me read something from the Facebook page and you will see what they said. This beautiful lady was murdered by Muslims in Sokoto, northern Nigeria, because she refused to believe that Muhammad was a prophet of God. Do you see right here? Look at it. She refused to believe that Muhammad was a prophet of God. And what does it say right here? Holding that any of Allah's messenger or prophet are liars, are denying their being sent. So that's blasphemy. Here again, denying that Allah intended the prophet message to be the religion followed by the entire world. So she commit blasphemy, and that's why she was killed. And that's something, man. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is why she was killed. Now let me show you what's a Muslim. Let me show you something. After this lady being killed, this Muslim, I think he is from Nigeria. Let me show you what he did after this lady is being killed. We see that these Muslim glory evil. They glorify evil. Let me show you what he said after this lady is being killed. Look at his post. After his brothers kill this woman. Look at his post. Look at his post here. Do you see this post right here? So let me show you. So here's the post of the Muslim. His name is in Arabic, so you don't know what his name is, but I will show you. I think he's a Nigerian. He says, Prophet Muhammad is my role model. Do you understand? Do you see that? Prophet Muhammad is my role model. So if Muhammad allow people to kill people and get away with it, he agree with that. My hero, my leader, etc. If you want us to be good in good terms, you must respect who or what I cherish. Do you see? And then look who he is quoting. Look at who this guy is quoting. Wow. Look at who this guy is quoting. Vladimir Putin. Do you see that? This guy quoted Vladimir Putin. Insulted Prophet Hazrat Muhammad saw doesn't count as freedom of expression, but a violation of religious freedom and the violation of the sacred feeling of people who profess Islam. Vladimir Putin, during his... Okay, let's get this off. He said during his annual news conference. Can you imagine? Quoting Vladimir Putin. What is that telling you? That the same demon, the same devil that drive Vladimir Putin drive these Muslims. The same demon, the same devil that drive Vladimir Putin is driving these Muslims. Why is this murder of our sister not an international outcry? Where is the outcry for international media? You will never see that, my friend. You will never see that. Never. That will never happen. So when we look at this, what does the Messiah say about this stuff? Let me show you what the Messiah says. I'm going to take you on a little journey and show you what the Messiah say about a comment like this, and where we know that we stand. So look at this right here. This is from the book of Mark. You know, so I wrote, terrorists support terrorists. Why would Vladimir Putin support Muhammad? Because they are alike. They are of the same source. They are of Satan. How can Satan drive out Satan? I don't expect Vladimir Putin to say bad about Muhammad because he is just like Muhammad. He is totally like Muhammad. So why do you expect that Vladimir Putin is going to say bad about Muhammad? He won't. So what did the Messiah say? Let's show you what the Messiah said. Here is what the Messiah says. If a kingdom is divided against itself, it cannot stand. This is what the Messiah said. How can Satan drive out Satan? If a kingdom is divided by itself, it cannot stand. So what do we know that? What do we arrive at when we see these? That Islam is from a similar source as Vladimir Putin. Why do you expect the son of the devil, Putin, to speak against the son of the devil, Muhammad? So after this lady was killed, and let me show you that this guy is possibly a Nigerian. Possibly a Nigerian. He's hiding where he's from, so you can't tell where he's from. He won't. He doesn't tell you where he's from. He, nothing here tell you where he is from. Oh boy, nothing here tell you where he's from. But this is the world that we live in, where people are being killed, and it's like it's nothing to hear that someone is killed. It's like nothing at all. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. But we see clearly where Muhammad endorsed the killing of others for him. We see it clearly where Muhammad did not stop people from killing for him. There it is. Muhammad did not stop anyone from killing. Muhammad endorsed people killing. A Jewish woman used to abuse the prophet and disparage him. A man strangled her till she died. The prophet of Allah declared that no recompense was payable for her blood. Sunan Abu Dawud 4362. That's one citation there. Where can we find another citation to show that this is what Muhammad promotes? Violence against anyone who criticizes him. Sorry, I think it was, okay. Here is another one. A blind man had a slave mother who used to abuse the prophet. One night, she began to slander the prophet and abuse him. So he took a dagger and placed it on her belly, pressed it, and killed her. A child who came between her legs was smeared with the blood that was there. Wow. And then what Muhammad says? Thereupon the prophet said, no, oh, be witness, no retaliation is payable for her blood. So you see where Muhammad was endorsing people killing people. Okay. Do you see that? So that's it right there. These are why these people are taking these things into their hand. They are living in Muhammad's shadow. They are living in Muhammad's shadow. Whatever Muhammad do, that's what these people do. So this naive person say, at Islam is a mess. Islam was prophesied in John 16 verse 2. Now let's look at John 16 verse 2. Wow. Oh, I see. I agree with you. I agree with you. Who is this person? Whoever this person is, I agree with you. Yep, I agree with you. Let me show you what the person is saying. I totally agree with you. I thought it was a Mohammedan, but you don't seems like you are a Mohammedan. It seems like you're a sensible person. You are not a Mohammedan at all. You make a lot of sense. Here it is. Here is what her name is a man or a woman. El Mahdi. This is what he is saying. They shall put you out of the synagogue, yea, the time cometh that whosoever kill you will think that they do it God service. I agree with you. Totally agree with you. Totally agree with you. So they killed this woman. So Kano, Nigeria, Muslim student in northern Nigeria city of Sokoto on Thursday stoned a Christian student to death and burned her corpse after accusing her of blasphemy against the Prophet Muhammad, police said. Dozens of students of Shehu Shagari College of Education went on rampage after fellow student Deborah Samuel made a statement on social media that they considered offensive against the Prophet. Sanusi Abubakar, a Sokoto police spokesperson, said in a statement. So nothing gonna come out of it. Watch. The student forcefully removed the victim from the security room where she was hidden by school authority, killed her and burnt the building. Wow. Muslim students in the school were infuriated by her insult, mobilized, and beat her to death, he said. But listen to this now. Listen to this. The state government has ordered the immediate closure of the school with a view of determining the remote and immediate cause of the incident. Blasphemy in Islam, especially against the Prophet, attract death penalty under Sharia, which operate alongside common law in the region. So can you imagine? The Nigerian government allows Sharia law to be operating along with the common law. Nigeria is a hellhole, man. The two Muslims were separated sentenced. Two Muslims were separately sentenced to death in 2015 and 2020 by Sharia law court for blasphemy against the Prophet. So two Muslims were sentenced to death. But the case are still on appeal. In many cases, the accused are killed by mobs without going through the legal process. Last year, a mob in Darazo district in northeastern Bachi State burned to death a man accused of insulting the Prophet. In 2016, a 74-year-old Christian trader, Bridget Abadim, was beaten to death by Muslim mob outside her shop in Kano after accusing her of insulting the Prophet. You see the craziness. You don't have to do nothing. Hatred could just cause your death because Muslims are liars. When I say Muslims are liars, we see it. We don't have to sugarcoat anything. Muslims are liars. You know, when I say Muslims are liars, I'm not saying that all Muslims are liars, but we see where they lie without a cause. Here is a video where common Muslim sheikh is accused of lying, and we know that he's a liar. We don't have to guess that he's a liar. He's a liar.
अभी तक एक मुसलमान ईसाई नहीं हुआ.
It's not like that I don't want the sheikhs to call you. I want them to call you.
I know.
To strengthen my faith. I want them to call you, to boss you.
But it's what's happening
But
is the opposite.
I don't understand why none of them call you. It was not even difficult for me to call you. I used to watch Sheikh Osman Farouk,
Yeah,
but
potato Farouk.
but I
He used to watch Sheikh Utman Farouk, but what happened?
stopped watching him because he's a liar. I stopped watching him because he's a liar. I stopped watching him because he's a liar, and he just lies, and he just lies, and he just lies.
Exactly. He's a potato.
If the sheikhs are lying, what about the regular people? If a sheikh could be as devious as Hutman Farouk, what is going on with the regular people? So it don't take nothing for a Muslim to lie because it's a part of their religion. It's a part of the Sharia.
So now, so you came through him to me, or you know about me from before?
No, I think on Twitter or something, because I follow his Twitter. He called somebody about Christian princess or something, Christian princess. So I just searched up
Mhm.
Christian. I
Yeah.
searched that up on YouTube and I found you, and yeah.
So you see, even he tried to insult me. He's a bully. They are a bully. They cannot refute me. And all of them, they want to debate me face to face, but nobody can debate me in Skype. No problem, because they are
Yeah.
scared. They knew they are liars.
Yeah, honestly, like Uthman, like he's not a really good.
And look at this. This is proof that Uthman is a liar. So if the sheikhs are lying to Christians, if the sheikh can lie to a Christian man, there's the same way the regular people will lie against Christians. If a sheikh could take a footnote from a hadith and plant it into the hadith to make it a part of the hadith to sell a lie, what do you think that a Muslim will do? What do you think that a Muslim will do? In a simple situation like this, you have a sheikh lying. What do you think that Muslim will do for Muhammad? Why? In a simple case like this is proof of Uthman lying. So,
Good scholar.
If
Uthman, he's a liar. He lies about just to make himself, to make Islam look good, but he fabricate things. He fabricate things. He fabricate.
fabricate things. Look at this. Uthman printout and the actual printout. He actually take up the footnote and throw it into the into the hadith. So he took up this footnote and throw it into the hadith. I think I hear my baby crying. That's the craziness of Islam. I just want to say, man, stay away from Islam, man. And just want to say all praises to the God who is above God, all gods, the God who give us wisdom to decipher things and to make sense of sensible things and to make nonsense of things that are nonsense. And Islam is nothing but nonsense. Stay away from this murdering religion. Yeah, Islam is a religion of terrorists, man. Terrorists. You see the way I answer the guy? It's a religion of terrorists. Look at the way I answer the guy. Why do you have Muslim quoting? Why do you have a Muslim quoting why do you have a Muslim quoting what Vladimir Putin says? If Vladimir Putin say anything about Christianity, I would not quote him. Don't care how positive what he says sounds. I would never quote him because he's an evil man. But here you are, a Muslim quoting Vladimir Putin, insulting Prophet Hazrat Muhammad Sa doesn't count as freedom of expression. Why is not? A person have the right to insult anybody they want to insult. It's a freedom to express yourself. And what is considered insult by one person is considered the truth by another person. Was Muhammad a liar? Yes, he was. But that would be insult when you say that to the Muslims. Was Muhammad a thief? Yes, he was. Was Muhammad a rapist? Yes, he was. Was Muhammad a murderer? Yes, he was. Was Muhammad a pedophile? Yes, he was. Was he a nasty man? Yes, he was. Was he dirty? Yes, he was. Was he stink? Possibly, because he was walking around with semen on his clothes. But anyway, man. So this lady lose her life. You know. This lady lose her life for literally nothing at all. Has there been any Muslim making a public statement denouncing? No, you will never see them do that because they know what it is, you know. And even if they do it, it's just as a public show. They don't believe that. They don't believe what they are. You know, it's just nonsense, man. Just crazy. But anyway, man, stay away from Islam. And all praises to the God who give us wisdom to decipher things. The God who is above all gods. The God who give us the judgment to make sense of sensible things and to make nonsense of things that are nonsense. And Islam is nothing but nonsense. So I want to say peace out, man. And just want to share this. But I have a video coming later about the Trinity. So people tune in. It will be featuring Jake, the Muslim metaphysician, and Sheikh Utman. And we'll be talking about the EF Dawa people. You know, we'll just talk about something that happened on the EF Dawa clown show. So, you know, tune in. We'll be doing that later in the morning. For right now, I just want to say peace out, man. And thank you guys for subscribing. The channel is slowly growing, and you know, it's good to have people to talk to. So other people who come out, watch the video, and even if you're there are more love to you, the ones who are present while I'm talking, because I will be talking to myself. So God bless you all, man, and keep safe. Stay away from Islam. Islam is for murderers.